Hi everyone, welcome back to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us for the 4 o'clock show featuring literature and education. We'd like to welcome my next guest. I have John Wolf, the Executive Director at the San Miguel School. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it because it's a big celebration weekend coming up, 25 years of the San Miguel School. And wanted to start before we even go into the quarter century mark for you to tell folks a little bit your path to San Miguel.
Well, my path was a happy one. It was fortuitous in the sense that I left the Navy and was looking for a job in Providence after I worked in City Year. And the first meeting I had was with Brother Lawrence in his 5th year of the school. So I worked for my first 5 years in Providence teaching at the San Miguel School with Brother Lawrence and Sister Mary Ellen. And it was a great first 5 years of teaching.
And did you envision down the road you would go from teaching into the leadership capacity to really take the helm of the school as it enters its next 25 years?
No, I never had that thought. There's an old Buddhist expression that paths are made by walking, and that's kind of how I went. And I taught for 13 years after I left San Miguel. And when the opportunity to come back and be part of the organization again arose, I jumped at it. So happy to be back.
So anyone who knows about the school knows about what a special place it is. But tell folks who might be watching right now that might not know that San Miguel model and the Miguel man.
The Miguel model is Brother Lawrence, when he started the school, was looking for a better opportunity for boys in the city of Providence that didn't have much educationally. So he started the school. It was very, very bare bones at the beginning. It was almost, some people look at it as a miraculous start because it was literally almost from nothing. And the one thing that he started teaching the boys that he thought could be used long term was the character trait of opening yourself up to someone who came in and welcoming them with a handshake, a firm handshake, looking them in the eye, and really starting to build respect throughout the school community. And that's continued for 25 years.
Now in your second location, having moved from one side of Providence to the other, how many students are there now?
We have 64 boys, and we always have.
So talk with us a little bit, 25 years, there's some alums now who I'm sure come back to the school, and these young men see the ones that have gone through and have gone on to great things.
One of the best parts of my job coming back as director is that having the chance to greet the alum that I knew when they were in 6th and 7th grade, and they were doing their best and struggling like all middle schoolers do, and having them come back as young men who have families of their own or working in business, or there are some lawyers or some doctors out there coming back to volunteer at the school. It's an amazing a chance for me. It really is. It's an amazing opportunity.
And so those middle school years, a lot of times educators will talk about that as being a real formative time for a young person. Do you feel that, is that really, if get them in those middle school years and instill the academics and everything that San Miguel works for?
I think, and I have a middle schooler at home now, so having being a parent changes your view on it. For me, it's a critical age for any child, and the boys that we take typically are struggling with the challenges of poverty also. So having a chance to provide them what LaSallian education does, the care of a mother and the structure of a father for those 4 years is pivotal. I think it really builds a great chance for success.
And it's 2018 and challenges are what they are, but I mean it's just as difficult a time as any for a young person trying to navigate the waters of the world out there today. Talk with us about the importance and the appreciation for all your community partners and the folks who really help make San Miguel what it is to enable students to go to the school through financial support.
We run 97% on private donations, so you know that, and most of the people that know us know that. We talk in school about the attitude of gratitude a lot, and I talk with the boys about the idea that their education is almost like this wonderful table that's been set, and we have these legs that help support it. We have incredible volunteers. We have 52 volunteers that come in every week for an hour each week to mentor students. We've got a great board of directors, a great staff, and we also have an incredible donor base who continue to support our mission year after year after year.
So you are celebrating 25 years coming up. What's the celebration going to be like?
It's a huge celebration for our history. It's a great mark, and I don't think any of us could have imagined how wonderful it's become. over 25 years. Maybe Brother Lawrence, because he was that visionary leader that we had and still have, thankfully. Friday night, we're going to be at Roads of the Patuxent, and we're going to have a major party. We're bringing back over 50 alum, a lot of volunteers who were there from the beginning, and donors and staff and LaSallian volunteers, and we're really excited to celebrate.
And so, any thoughts looking towards the future? You have the structure, you have the model. Is there anything that, if you had a wish list, or is it to, you're like, oh, if we had a wish list. But, you know, that's when you talk with donors and you talk with supporters and you have that thought of, this is how we could even enhance the experience. You know, what are those thoughts?
I think they're, they're very specific. If anyone has $10 million out there and they're having tax struggles, then please bring it. But I think more holistically, my thought, my wish, my deepest wish for our volunteers, for our donors, for our staff and students, is to take a second and try to be what Brother Lawrence was 25 years previous. Try to imagine how much greater that school and that educational opportunity could be 25 years from now, and have people climb in as if we were starting up now. I'd love to come back. If you'll invite me back in 25 years, I'll be back.
I like that challenge to come back in 25 years. Anything else you want to share with folks, John, while you're in here about the school, about the 25 years, with the viewers while we have you in studio?
I think what I would suggest, if you're out there on Facebook or Twitter and Instagram, wherever you're at watching this, one thing I would encourage you to do, especially in this day and age when there's a lot of pessimism and there are some dark clouds out there in the world, if you're looking for a moment of realizing what possible great good can be done on a small scale, please come visit us. Check out the school, check out our website, give us a call. We have a great morning assembly from 8:30 to 9 every morning. You're in and you're out, and I guarantee that you're going to feel better about the world if you come visit.
Indeed, I've been to that morning ceremony before at the San Miguel School. But again, congratulations on this 25-year mark, the big celebration taking place this Friday at Rhodes. I'd like to thank Maddie Parmenter, board member, for making this possible as well. And of course, Brother Lawrence, who started San Miguel 25 years ago. What an accomplishment, and I wish you all the best moving forward. John Wolf, thank you so much for taking the time to come into the studio.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So as I told you, literature and education today here in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. If you missed the 3 o'clock show, Laura Afonso talking pasta, ice cream, and more, the best of local food at the 3 o'clock hour. We'll be back here in studio tomorrow for more Go Local Live. We look forward to seeing you. Of course, in the meantime, go to golocalprov.com and catch us on Facebook. I'm Go Local News Editor Kate Nagel.